2020 ODP Boys National Championships complete out in Riverside, plus tickets on sale now for USA and Spain and much more up next on a brand new Counterattack. Hi everyone, Greg Mescall here. Thanks for joining us on the Counterattack. We start first in Riverside, California. ODP Boys National Championships. Big action this past weekend. Let's get you caught up with all the highlights. Out to the Riverside Aquatics Complex we go. Development level bronze medal match. Northeast taking on Coastal Red. Mason Friedman goes backhand and it sails in to bring the Northeast zone ahead 3-1. Goals on each side will close down the first half with Northeast ahead 5-3. Northeast zone's James Walker blocking this attempt that would have tied the game, but De La Mora sticks with it, tries again and scores. We're even at 5. Roman Ang goes redirect, giving Coastal their first lead. They're ahead 6-5. Northeast zone on the comeback trail. Friedman connects and Northeast battles back. They go on to take the bronze 8-7. What a match. Post-game, we caught up with Emil Sogard about the team's bronze medal win.
I mean, it was pretty good. We came up with the lead in start, and then they came back, but we were able to hold on.
Development gold medal match, Pacific Red, SOPAC Red. Nelson Harris left unguarded, bad idea, long enough to find the cage. Then Pacific's new keeper, Hakan Lacey, comes on with back-to-back denials. Pacific looking sharp, ahead 3-0. We move ahead now. Tyler Hogan opens the third for Pacific. Kai Inoue and Cole Francisco get goals back. It's now 7-4 in favor of the NorCal squad. And then Henry Angs goes bar in. Pacific back in cruise control, up 8-4. Then in the final moments of the match, SOPAC's goalkeeper into the field, leaving the cage wide open. Pacific taking advantage. Zane Tanabe knows what to do with it. He'll get another for the Pacific squad. They take it 10-6. Post-game, Mikhail Popov about the win and what his team learned after their ODP experience.
We just won the championship game against SOPAC Red, and it was a very fun experience playing with my team. We learned that even though we don't play the same club, we still can dominate in the pool.
Cadet bronze medal match, Pacific Red, Pacific Southwest. Early on, Pacific, they go for 2 when Ben Larson and Charles Matthews find the back of the cage. Quickly, 4-0. Trevor Alamillo stepping up to end the half for Pacific, blocking one last PSW try. Pacific Southwest trying a comeback here in the third, and Daniel Kristich and Nathan Darby get things moving in the right direction with 2 early goals. Alamillo's back in the cage for Pacific. He starts the fourth off with a shot block, and then on the other end, Matthews is back with a few shot fakes and a connection. Pacific extending that lead, now 10-6. Pacific hangs on for the 12-10 win. Post-game, Jake Dixon gives the play-by-play on the battle with Pacific Southwest.
It was a pretty good win. It was looking a little better there in the beginning, but we sort of threw it away. But at the end of the game, it all came down to just how hard we played, and everybody played with a lot of heart this weekend.
Cadet Division gold medal match, SOPAC Red, Coastal Red. Zach Swertnia's defense is on point in goal, stopping this Coastal attempt. Then his teammate Zach Patino pumps, fakes, scores 3-1. SOPAC's Alexander Altschuler takes his place in cage and gets to work with a stop. Christopher Arakilian closes out the half with our favorite play, the counterattack, and he brings Coastal a little closer. All about defense in the final moments. Coastal attempts the 7-on-6 try with the goalie in the mix. They just miss, but Altschuler sees an opportunity and he goes goal to goal, burying this one. Long-range attack is there. SOPAC gets into the 7-on-6 fun moments later. Altschuler coming past half, but Coastal's goalkeeper Herzer is there for the stop and the full court goal. All kinds of full court magic in this one, but in the end, SOPAC takes the gold 14-8. Post-game, Swertnia and Altschuler talking about some of that 7-on-6 fun.
I think it was a really high-level water polo game. It's great to be playing out there with my teammates, and I had a really fun time. It's a lot of fun, you know, to kind of involve myself in the game even further rather than just staying in the cage and blocking.
It's 4th year in a row winning. 4P, baby, let's go.
Youth bronze medal match, Coastal Red taking on Central. Central takes an early lead as Joseph Bettini and George Rice each redirect shots into the net. An early 3-0 advantage. Aiden Valdez of Central, he goes back-to-back blocks. Then not long after, Central's Joshua Davis responds by getting around the defender to make this one go. 6-4 the score. Coastal's Moody and Colin Nichols respond quickly, answering. A 13-7 lead now for Coastal. Samuel Otta responding to bring Central back a little bit closer, but the game would end with a stellar performance from Coastal. First, another block for the keeper, Dmitry Gorozhenkin, and then left-handed shooter Milan Sarkady connecting. Coastal takes the bronze, 15-11. Post-game, we checked in with Colin Tornott about his team bonding at ODP and claiming bronze.
We just had a really good game. We went up early and then they fought back. It was pretty close through the second and third quarter, but in the fourth we started to run away with it and we were able to have some fun with it in the end.
Last but certainly not least, youth gold medal match, SoPac Red, Pacific Red. Eric Hubner opens the SoPac defense with a block and goal, and then his teammate JRH, James Rizzola's Hill, converting on the 5-meter, SoPac in front 1-0. After Temkin opens the second with a save for Pacific, Noah Rowe and Brendan Fezzi each get a goal, and SoPac continues their lead, now in front 7-4. Two more SoPac goals and a save by Samuel Monette will end the third, with the team in white ahead 11-4. Greg Hildebrand and Nathaniel Randolph get a couple back for Pacific. They wouldn't get much closer. SoPac takes the gold 12-8. After the match ended, Brendan Fezzi talked about the SoPac meeting earlier with Pacific in the weekend and the strategy for the national championship.
You know, it's really interesting coming up against a repeat matchup in this tournament. You know, we played against Pacific Red Friday night for the exhibition game, so we knew that each team was pretty familiar with each other and each other's game plan. And even though we came out with the win Friday, we knew there were no guarantees coming into this one, and we just got our heads right and we're ready to work hard to pull out a win.
And don't forget, we're back out in Riverside in 2 weeks' time for the ODP Girls National Championships. Information available now at usawaterpolo.org. We'll have highlights once again on the counterattack. Now we turn to the men's national team. Spain coming to town in Southern California for 3 big matches as both squads prepare for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Tickets on sale now. We'll get things started at Foothill High School, then on to Malibu and Pepperdine University for the Merrill Moses retirement game, and we close things out down San Diego way at UC San Diego. Tickets on sale now at usawaterpolo.org. Live coverage available via USA Water Polo's YouTube and Facebook pages. More information to come, including official rosters for the competition in the weeks to follow. Hope to see everyone either watching online or in the stands for USA and Spain. More high-level men's water polo action this weekend at the WOOLLETT Aquatic Center in Irvine, California. Week 2 of the 2020 National League gets underway. We've got a full slate of games Saturday and Sunday. Full schedule available at usawaterpolo.org. Matchups here. And don't forget, live stats available of all games via thefosh.net. We'll have highlights of select matches next week right here on the counterattack. Now we turn to the women's national team. They wrapped up a week of common training at the home of Team USA in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Lots of water polo, of course, but on the last day of training in Colorado Springs, they got to meet up with the USA Wrestling women's national team. And if you've played water polo, you know wrestling is most definitely involved. But what happens when water polo hits the wrestling mats with the likes of world champion Adeline Gray?
Punching this hand away. So she has my wrist and punching the hand away. I'm figuring out where the lock is and pulling away from it.
And now back to California, where the sport is growing but also well established for the CIF State Champions in Southern California for girls high school water polo. Congrats to Laguna Beach. Just add another trophy. I don't know where Ethan D'Amato keeps all of these trophies at this point. Probably has to rent a storage unit. They defeat the Bishop's School 17-8 in Division 1. Division 2, a thriller. San Clemente, 1 goal better than Cathedral Catholic, 8-7. And then in Division 3, Mar Vista over Birmingham, 14-9. Congrats to all 3 CIF State SoCal girls high school water polo champions. And now we close out the show as we do every week with our social media send-off, brought to you by our friends at Cobian. And sticking with the high school water polo, our weekly winner of a free pair of Cobian sandals, Jen Tucker, commenting on this Instagram post about the CIF Southern Section champs. She was in full support of Lucerna and now will be the recipient of some new sandals. Congrats, Jen. On to the rest of the social media send-off. We head back to ODP. Men's national team well represented in the coaching ranks. Chancellor Ramirez enjoying his time with the future stars of the sport. How about this great photo from Catherine Hayne? This is Jesse Smith coaching. He's back from Greece to take on some of the up-and-coming athletes in the ODP ranks. In the pouring rain, he's down there giving some instruction and helping to bring along the future of water polo in the U.S. Speaking of Olympians, history well represented. Goalkeepers going back to the 2000 Olympics, Sean Nolan, Janai Kerr, and Merrill Moses representing those in the cage for Team USA for the better part of 2 decades. And the hype continues for Tokyo 2020. Look at these awesome moving pictograms via the Tokyo 2020 Twitter account. Mike Leach, well, he might have moved from Washington State to Mississippi State on the college football front, but he has kept his tradition alive of football players attempting water polo and not doing it very well. Check this out from Dave Emmerich from Mississippi State. Just a couple of violations here, but we love to see the guys in the pool. We'd love to see Mississippi State add water polo at the varsity level. And last but not least, Ashley Johnson continues her Monday motivation post. Goalkeepers, easy free content here on Instagram. Step up your game with one of the best, Ashley Johnson on Instagram. And that's the best of water polo on the internet this week. Thanks for all your submissions. Keep them coming. Tag us at USAWP. Use the hashtag counterattack. We'll share what you're sharing. That's all for a jam-packed episode of the Counterattack. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, when you're on the Counterattack, look weak side.